Welcome, everybody, to our new episode of the First Friday Showcase. The last episode, we spoke about specific webinar events that were going on throughout the month. And we also had a discussion on the rebranding of Facebook to what will be known as Meta or the Metaverse and what that meant for small business owners. During this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the webinars we have coming up as usual, and discussion around the topic of shopping small around the holiday season and ways you can prepare and better cater to your customers as a small business. So first off, we're going to go into the consultant corner and highlight our consultant of the month, and Julian's going to go ahead and go over that real quick.
Yeah, so our consultant for the month was Chuck Haney from Shippensburg University, SBDC. He's been an environmental consultant since 2009 and received his master's degree in environmental science and management from Duquesne University, and also spent 4 years as a part of cell biology research at the University of Pittsburgh.
All right, and as always, you can subscribe to our newsletter to receive that consultant corner. It goes out as an email every month. I believe it's the third Tuesday or something. You'll have to double check that. So events coming up, we have two for December that I'm going to highlight here. We have the post-pandemic series for startups that's been running monthly. So that's going to be December 8th from 4 to 5:30 p.m. And it's a 4-part online discussion on finance topics that are important to starting and operating your small business. And that is actually presented in Spanish. So if you don't speak Spanish, I'm sure we could have it translated some way or have a transcript, but it is presented in Spanish. Our next event that we will be highlighting here is called Open Coaching, how to master the investor presentation during COVID. And that will be presented by Steve Bowman. And that has been going on as well for the last couple of months. This one will be on December 15th from 4:30 to 6 p.m. And it's basically a cross between private coaching and a group workshop where there's actual companies that are signing up and getting coached. And if you attend, you basically sit in on that coaching session. And there's a group discussion and basically learn how to present to potential investors for your company. So now we're going to move into this discussion on the basically shopping small for the holiday season. Some deals you could do, some ways you can promote your business, retaining customers, and the effects of COVID on shopping small. So Julian, do you want to start off with any comments for this?
Yeah, I know we talked about Black Friday and like Cyber Monday. Those already passed, but really, I mean, those deals for whatever store you're shopping at, they go on throughout the end of the year, throughout the holiday season. So, I mean, I feel like taking advantage of those deals and becoming like a loyal customer to earn those advantage points towards whatever you're shopping for is really essential for holiday shopping. Yeah,
like you said, that the deals pretty much go on the whole, up until Christmas, basically, sometimes even after. And I think, back in the day, I don't think that was always the case. At least I can't remember it. I feel like each year it kind of gets longer and longer.
Yeah.
And we've actually progressed to this point where, like Target, we were just talking about it. Target, they were not even open Thanksgiving evening.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said they're staying closed on Thanksgiving for their employees. I think COVID, how do you think COVID affected the Black Friday, deals? And do you think people are looking at maybe a more sustainable deal schedule, I guess you could call it, or not having straight up doorbusters where everyone's buying out everything in the store?
Right. Yeah, because I know we talked about the stores would open up at 10 p.m. on Thanksgiving night, and people would line up outside, wait for the doors to open, everybody'd rush in, Black Friday shopping, that kind of thing. But COVID, I mean, stores were shut down, like you said, with Target, and they're not opening back up. And I think it kind of switched everything to online. Not everything, but people are buying more online. that's like their main way of shopping now.
Yeah, and Amazon too. Like a lot of stuff is a click away, and maybe some of these stores are moving into that e-commerce sector. I don't think it's going to be hard to compete with Amazon, obviously, but I think you can, if you have loyal customers and they know that, they like your business, I think it'll be easy to cater to what they would like. And I think most customers nowadays would like the option, at least shopping online.
Yeah. I mean, having that option is always nice. And like with promoting your business, I think that supporting other businesses to gain your own business is also very important, because they'll help your business grow. Because like businesses they're really like family. You support somebody, they're going to support you.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing going
on. We see that a lot in the small business, like communities. Like if you look West Reading, for example, a lot of them all really support each other. There's that like Love West Reading organization, and they're all, it really feels like a little community there.
Yeah. Especially with like social media, it's a simple click, share your local business, share somebody else's page.
Yeah. Or comment. Yeah. Anything goes a long way, actually. I think that promoting deals and sales it's so much easier online. What do you think about that?
Definitely. Yeah. Even, I mean, social media, again, you see ads people post, like you get the ads every couple times you scroll, this percent off of this percent off of that. Like it's right in your face like all the time. So it's definitely big on social media with the deals too.
Or even just like a pop-up, like let's say you're on a website, you're scrolling through, you ever get the pop-up that's like, I don't know, add something to your cart. Like if you buy something, you get, like let's say Bath and Body Works, for example, they always have these deals on soaps and candles and stuff around the holidays. And it's always like buy one, get one free, or buy three, get one free. Like if you're online and you're shopping, I feel like people are more impulsive online when they're buying.
Definitely. Yeah. Cause it's so easy to just add the cart.
Yeah. So if someone's buying, let's say candles, and they get that pop up and they're like, oh, I only need to buy one more, the sales margins you're able to give, you have to realize that you're able to give out some stuff at a discount to, like reward your customers and make them want to buy from you and come back. So, I always look at things like, coffee shops do it great with the little punch cards, or buy 10, your 11th is free, or whatever it might be.
Yeah, definitely. And I know, like I get the punch cards like when I get a car wash. You get 5 car washes, you get your next car wash free, and it makes you like want to keep going back to that. That goes back to like the customer loyalty. It makes you want to keep going back to that business because you're like about to get that free car wash or that free coffee.
Yeah, it's almost like an achievement system. Like each time you go, you get an achievement, and then, or you're working towards it, and then you get that last one, and you're like, yes.
Yeah.
When in reality, the business probably still made money off of you, even by giving out that free one. So another thing I think is important to talk about is, relevant news is the supply chain issues, and how, we've been seeing it in stores. I see it in the grocery store actually a lot. There's random things that just won't be there. Do you think, I don't know if small businesses are taking this hit, they might not sell as much product as the bigger stores, but if they do and run into a supply chain issue, how do you plan for that? And, how do you tell a customer, we don't have, I guess they can kind of brush over it. It's kind of widely known now, but, how do you kind of plan for that?
Yeah, it was kind of tough to plan for, because especially with COVID, because when that hit, like production slowed down all over the place. And that was one thing that like people weren't ready for, like especially small businesses. They weren't ready for that production slow down, and they were just struggling really.
Yeah, I guess like let's say your main product is, you're not able to get a hold of it. Do you pivot and focus on another? Like let's talking about coffee shops again. Like let's say you're unable to get, I don't know, almond milk, right?
Yeah.
I guess you have to look at alternatives and see what else you can get besides that. Maybe you get oat milk, or maybe you get skim milk. I don't know. That's just an example.
And actually, I know Starbucks, because I drink coffee too, and Starbucks was, over the summer, they were struggling with, I think it was that almond or oat milk, one of the two.
Yeah, almond milk, they're always out of it. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess, that can upset customers. Even like that'll ruin my day.
Yeah. I saw plenty of, I'd be in line and I'd see somebody in front of me order something that, I'm sorry, I don't have almond milk, and oh, never mind, I'll go somewhere else, or just walk out of the line. I've seen that plenty of times.
Yeah. So I guess it really has to come down to how do you address the issue? Maybe let people know ahead, like before they show up, because
a lot of the stores put signs out front too. They'll be, I'm sorry, we're short of this and this, or something like that.
Yeah, because again, you don't want to upset a customer that could be loyal to you, and you don't want to give a bad impression.
Right.
Especially small businesses, I feel like it's very important to have that relationship with your customers. So yeah,
because they're really counting on you. So
exactly,
you're providing something, and if you can't provide that, they're like, oh man, like, what do we do now?
Exactly. So yeah, I think one thing we could talk a little bit more about is like promoting your business on social media. I know we recently had the Small Business Saturday, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And I know we at the SBDC did a lot of promotion of that, shopping small. And even though we might not promote your business specifically, we do a lot of promotion of shopping small and supporting the small businesses. So I think getting involved in that on social media, sharing posts and stuff, like we said earlier, goes a long way. Supporting other businesses.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
All right. I think that anything else you want to add there, Julian, about shopping small?
I think we touched on pretty much every point that we talked about. Just remember that, the deals go all throughout the holidays. You get the last minute shopping to do. The deals are still going to be there. It's not just Black Friday or just Cyber Monday. Like, they go on throughout the end of the year and so on.
And I also think financially, this is important, is to look at what you can afford to discount or give away, because you don't want to be in that position where you're giving out so many discounts and deals that you're actually not, meeting
you're losing money.
Yeah. You're losing money, or you're just not meeting your profit goals. And you're kind of, you could be doing a lot better if you were to look at it and make more basically make a calculated move,
right,
as a business owner. So, and I think that's why it's important to understand your financials.
Definitely.
So we'll wrap it up here. I want to thank all of our listeners and our viewers for tuning in to what is actually our 8th episode of the First Friday Showcase. And our next episode will be released on January 7th. It will include our new webinar events, along with a newly featured KUSBDC consultant, or a new topic of discussion between Julian and I. To view all of our training events, including the 2 I previously mentioned in this episode, please visit pasbdc.ecenterdirect.com. That's all for now, and see you next time.